The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the script is in, and we have it right here. Here's the NFL script for the season next year. And the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, is that right?
That's been put in the script. It's page 7 here, right after a love interest gets shunned by Matt Eberflus saying, "I'm married."
Oh!
Get away from me, you hussy. The reason I know that this is what's going on is because the Bears have now been chosen as the NFL preseason opener, the Hall of Fame game. It's Bears versus Texans.
That means they're winning the Super Bowl?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Yes, it does. Mark my words right now. What's today's date? The 27th? 6:57 a.m.?
Yeah.
The Bears are going to win the Super Bowl because it will highlight Caleb Williams. I know it's the first preseason game. He'll probably play one set of downs. You have C.J. Stroud, one of the most amazing rookies to come in the NFL of recent times. And he will probably not play the whole game either, but it's a showcase. It's a showcase for the premier young NFL talent. And it's going to set the tone for the season where the Bears will win the Super Bowl.
I would be very concerned if I was the Bears and I was lining up across from C.J. Stroud. Feels like it has a chance to make our quarterback look really bad.
Well, that's the thing. He's got to elevate. When you've got a young guy that was the talk of the NFL and the talk of the town, if you will, last year, and he will have to elevate. It'll be the first time we see him on the field. And listen, I know I've said some things about Caleb Williams. I'm all in now. The guy can throw the rock. I'm all in. Let's go.
The thing with Caleb Williams, he just has to be good. He just has to elevate and be great always. That's okay. Good analysis.
That's all you have to do. Well, it's the Hall of Fame game. You're around all those people that have done way
What do you mean
more
by
than
those
you.
people?
The NFL players that are in the Hall of Fame. So that's going to be Thursday, August 1st, of course, at the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. And that starts off the season. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's do it. I know the Cubs and Sox haven't started yet.
You're already doing the Bears.
But I'm just like, let's go.
It's like you work for ESPN. You're like, let's just move past baseball real quick and back to football.
We'll get to baseball right now because the Cubs and the betting line on the over-under on the wins has come through. So the Cubs over-under is 84.5 wins. They won 83 games last year. Pretty fair assessment, pretty safe. They're not taking any big chances there on that betting.
It's largely the same team as last year.
Yeah, I would take that bet. I would take the over.
Hell yeah.
We take the over on that?
Oh, my God. I mean, I say this as the White Sox fan in the room, but yeah, I think the Cubs are going to be great this year. I'm jealous. I think you guys could win the Central. I think the Brewers got worse. I don't believe in this Cardinals team. You don't have to worry about the Pirates. This is for the Cubs taking. I think they're going to be a great team this year.
Wow. Kara, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go shoe shopping later.
You can do that, but you can place a bet on my DraftKings people. Just take the over. I think it's going to be a wonderful year. Now, that's how Cubs fans feel going in when there's these kind of things of the same team last year and what it made a run as the best team in baseball post All-Star break until it fell apart.
Remember how they were the best team until they weren't?
Yeah, that's what happens. The White Sox now tomorrow, their home opener, their over-under is 61.5 wins. They had 61 wins last year.
So the Cubs over-under is 83.5 wins, you said?
Yes.
Do they play more games than the White Sox?
No. No, they don't care. They actually play the same amount.
Oh, that'd be great if they did.
No, just a 21-game difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
This could be, one of the worst teams since the White Sox went 56 and 106.
Yeah, in 1970.
Case throw that stat out to me earlier. So the White Sox, that's the worst White Sox team ever?
Yeah, the 1970 White Sox.
The 70 team. What'd you do, watch that season on MLB.com over last weekend?
Here's a whole Ken Burns documentary on it. I'm going to opening day tomorrow. I'm pumped. I love our Southsiders. I'm one of you guys, but God, this team's going to be bad this year. I just don't. I'm not normally somebody that advocates for tanking and losing so that you can be better in the future. They have no incentive to win. They actually are going to screw themselves if they're better than people think they are. The last thing they want to be is in the towards the trade deadline thinking they have a shot.
Yeah. The thing that happened is, you talk about distractions. Well, they brought up the whole stadium drama for no reason.
Yeah.
They don't need to move. They have a wonderful ballpark right there down on the south side, and they're going to move into this new alleged fake 78 neighborhood that they've created in the city and get billions of dollars. And the Bears kind of screwed them because the Bears said, we'll put up $2 billion of our own and then we'll get some other money. Jerry Reinsdorf didn't say he's putting up any money for this thing.
That made my cold, dead heart smile. Let me tell you. The fact that the Bears got one over on Reinsdorf is really a beautiful thing.
Well, it screwed up his plan, so I don't know if both stadiums will happen, if neither of them will happen. It'd be amazing if the Bears just went back and played at the regular Old Soldier Field.
I think that's what they're going to do.
After all this 3 years of drama of trying to figure out and buying the land in Arlington Heights and all that. But the White Sox tried to distract you with that new stadium thing. That's my opinion as a Cubs fan, and I think you as well, Case, as a White Sox fan.
Yeah, so despite their over-under being 61.5 wins, like you said, Brian, I would take the under on the White Sox. Ooh. I don't see any scenario in which they overachieve. Of course, you hope that Luis Robert has another great year. He was excellent last year. He was an all-star, but I don't like their pitching. I don't like their batting lineup. I don't like their bench.
What do you like?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Can they run?
No, they're actually not fast, Kara. You know what I do like, though?
The food options.
And I have to say, our listeners know me well, because the amount of DMs I got yesterday about this new graham cracker milkshake at Guaranteed Rate Field.
That does sound good.
Everybody hit me up about this. And I am going to do everything in my power to give this a shot tomorrow afternoon opening day.
You know it's a problem when they spend weeks talking about the food options, the new food options at the U.S. Cellular Field, or Guaranteed Rate, I'm sorry. Guaranteed Rate Field. I forgot all the names.
Sox Park, it's easier.
Yeah.
So much about the food, so little about the players on the field. But you know what? As long as my belly's full, I will tolerate what should be an awful display of baseball.
That's not true. You're very mad about it throughout the entire season. Getting the piece of garbage madness, because we don't have basketball again until tomorrow night. Case put it out. Is that Illinois game at 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
In the morning?
I think you're wrong.
No. Not in the morning, Kara. At night. Illinois, Iowa State tips off tomorrow night at 9:09 p.m.
But are you looking at the Eastern time thing?
No. I'm looking. It tips off at 10 o'clock Eastern.
Why would they do that?
Because they hate us.
Because that game, let's see here. I'm just checking out the TV times here.
I have the schedule here. It is Clemson, Arizona at 6 o'clock, San Diego State, Connecticut at 6:30, Alabama, North Carolina at 8:30, and Illinois, Iowa at 9:09.
Are you
Why
sure?
is 9 so much worse than 8:30?
I know, right? Brian, I'm 100% right on this.
Okay. I thought it was 8:30.
Why don't you believe me?
Because I thought I said last week 8:30, or when we said it on Monday, I said it's going to be at 8:30. I don't want to be wrong.
Well, there was a rain delay. They moved it back.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Clash with Kenzie about 5 minutes away. Get you on the phones for the Gaslight Anthem tickets. And Piece of Garbage Madness. We're just talking about March Madness. Well, that's ours. Piece of Garbage Madness, people and things that have been pieces of garbage in the last year. We have a bracket up at Q101 social media on Facebook, Instagram on the stories, and then Twitter. You vote, you decide who's worse. And you did clearly yesterday with Aaron Rodgers beating the Chicago Rat Hole, a 2-seed, easily. Crushed Aaron Rodgers did.
That makes me really happy.
It made most people happy, I think.
Think about this. If Aaron Rodgers wins Piece of Garbage, he'll have as many wins in Piece of Garbage as he does Super Bowls.
Damn. That's also Rex Grossman, too.
That's right.
Think about that. Aaron Rodgers and Rex Grossman have the same number of Super Bowl appearances, that is.
Yeah.
I guess he did. I guess he won one.
That's not a super impressive stat, but it's a stat nonetheless.
Yeah. And that cleared out the Italian beef region and the deep dish region. We moved into the tavern style region yesterday, which was the Kennedy Construction Project against Brian's Halloween Parrot. You have to be a pretty big listener to the show to remember my Halloween Parrot.
Can you briefly explain what that is for people that don't know?
I got a pirate outfit. I was a porch pirate for Halloween last year at the Cubby Bear pop-up, Kara.
No one got his costume. He showed up in a pirate costume with an Amazon box, and everybody thought he had a delivery to make.
That's hilarious. You probably look like people going to Animant last night. They all wore a pirate hat.
Most likely. When you have to explain your Halloween costume, it's not good.
No one got it.
But I got this parrot that came with the costume, and it wouldn't stay on my shoulder. So I went back to the Halloween place on Halloween and said, I want to return this. They said, you can come back tomorrow and get it returned, which made Case so angry to return a Halloween costume after Halloween.
Right. Well, at first, I was like, they got one over on this dummy. Like, there's no way they're going to be open on November 1st, this pop-up Halloween store.
Well, yeah, we figured they'd be disappeared from the Staples store they took over, the bankrupt Staples store, and then they went in there. They actually were there the next day and gave me cash back for my parrot. $13 for a parrot that didn't work, and it upset a lot of people.
It was devastating.
So the Kennedy Construction Project, a 1-seed in the tavern-style region, of course, destroyed that. And so and also the Kool-Aid Man Challenge beat online dating, a minor upset, a 9-8 seed. The Kool-Aid Man Challenge hurt one of our listeners' fences out there in Indiana. She called up and talked about it. It was all over the news. Again, this is last year, where kids run through your fence and go, Kool-Aid.
Oh my
No,
God.
they go, that's not what the Kool-Aid man says. What does the Kool-Aid man say, Brian?
He goes, Kool-Aid.
No, he doesn't. That's not what he says.
What's the Kool-Aid man do,
God,
Kara?
what does he say? I can't remember.
Kool-Aid.
No, he doesn't say that.
You sound like, not Juvenile, Ja Rule.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
That's not what he says.
Oh, I know what he says. He goes, oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now you sound like Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. Dig it. So anyway, kids ran through this woman's fence and broke it, and it's called the Kool-Aid Challenge.
Oh, my God.
So that advanced. And now we're going to get a matchup up here in a few minutes. It's going to be, this one has a serious tone to it because we said no really bad people in it, but these were bad people that were at the United Center at the Madhouse for the Bulls Ring of Honor ceremony when Jerry Krause's widow was introduced.
Oh, yeah.
They booed her and made her cry.
That was terrible.
Because Jerry Krause, of course, has a storied career in bringing 6 titles to the Bulls, but also if you watch The Last Dance, the strife between him and Michael Jordan was evident even during that time. So the Krause widow booers are a 5 seed taking on millennials.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is a tough matchup.
Because we put every generation from boomers to Gen Z in this tournament.
That's right. There was Gen Z, there was Gen X, millennials, and boomers. And Gen Z and Gen X are already out.
Oh, wow.
They were all 12 seeds. So millennials, it's the last chance for them to succeed as being really bad and the worst people out there. I'm not saying that for me. You guys vote and decide. You do what you. I love all generations. I love them all. There's good people and bad people in all generations.
On both sides.
Hey, listen, so you vote. That's a 12-5 matchup, which could be an upset. So we'll give that up on our social here in a second at Q101's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You vote, you decide in this bracket. And just make sure you make your vote because it's got to be heard today. We'll have a couple other matchups today as well.
It's been a lot of fun so far. I'm really glad people are playing along and having fun with us.
It is fun.
It's been a blast. It will finish the same time the basketball tournament finishes a week from next Monday. We'll have a final matchup there, but it's moving through. And again, thanks to the double features who put together the bracket that you see on all of our social media pages. Now, vote. We'll get that up in a second, but also make sure you call in right now. 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kara, filling in for Kenzie here on maternity leave in trivia. That'll get you tickets for the Gaslight Anthem at the Salt Shed. 312-591-8300. Call right now.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, let's get into it. The Gaslight Anthem tickets at the Salt Shed Thursday, August 29th. We'll just keep adding to that August incredible lineup of concerts here in Chicago. We won't get into that right now, but our friends at Jam getting you up with the Gaslight Anthem. And Doug checking in from Indiana is going to compete for those tickets against Kara. Doug, tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, how you doing? The Kool-Aid Man Challenge happened to my daughter's school.
What?
And that was crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Wait, so they broke the fences of the school or someone's parents that live there?
No, it was actually a house right by the junior high that my daughter goes to.
Oh, my God.
And it's not,
be
there's
easy to
not
walk.
much. It's a pretty good neighborhood here, but I guess they come up with some crazy things to.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, running through a fence and yelling, Kool-Aid!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
It can't be easy running through a fence.
Well, some of them are pretty weak when you look at them. I mean, I size up fences all the time.
Do you constantly look at fences and wonder if you can knock it down or not?
Oh, every day. I walk through my neighborhood, I go like, I can take that one down. I size up
He
everybody.
just walks by and goes, oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, I love that because every stair set, I wonder if I could skate down it. I look at the world through the lens of a skateboarder. I don't look at the world through the lens of the Kool-Aid Man. That's fascinating.
Well, can you skateboard on just a flat surface?
Well, yeah, but
Can you?
I can.
I want to see this.
Okay.
First, I want to see you on straight concrete. Then, I want you to see you get up on a rail.
All right, we'll do that next week. Let me stretch.
All right, Casey's going to follow the eclipse.
Yes.
And he's going to do that.
He's going to follow it on skateboard.
All right. All right, Doug, let's go here. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kara gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Doug. Dougie, Dougie, Doug, Dougie, Dougie, Doug. What'd you say, heads? Sorry, I was singing.
I believe he said heads.
It's tails. Yeah. I'm sorry, Doug. How many times a day do people come up to you and do that? Doug, Dougie, Doug, Dougie, Dougie, Doug, Dougie, Dougie, Doug. Not very often, Doug, I assume.
I was thinking never.
You guys know what I'm doing, right? From The Hangover?
I was trying to place what it was from.
You've never seen The Hangover,
No,
I
I've
bet.
seen The Hangover.
Well, why is that shocking that you've seen The Hangover when you haven't seen Shawshank, Braveheart, the Back to the Future until recently?
Well, they're not really in the same category.
Yeah, The Hangover rocks.
Yeah.
Hangover does rock.
Hangover 3 rocks, too.
Yeah, I got to say the sequels aren't bad either. All right, Doug, here we go.
But it's to Kara first.
Kara, in which garden did Adam eat the forbidden fruit?
That is the Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden, there you go. Doug, Billy Joe Armstrong is the front man for what band?
Oh, Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah. 3, 2, guess a band. Always guess something. You
Yeah.
never know. See, at least you guessed something.
That was a good guess.
Disturbed.
But no, it's Green Day.
Yeah, it's Green Day,
Yeah.
right, Kara? Yeah. Be David Draymond. Ooh,
Yeah.
Is it back to Kara?
It's back to Kara.
Where does the royal family live, Kara?
Buckingham Palace.
Whoa,
not
easy
found.
there.
I almost said fountain.
Almost hit the dump button there. Doug, who played the titular role in Paul Blart Mall Cop? What was that actor's name?
I know his name.
Yeah, well, then just say it. 3, 2,
Oh, my God.
1. I know, it's tough out here.
Can't get the bat off his shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know what that big word is that you said, but I know the guy that plays Paul Bart is Kevin James.
Kevin
right?
James.
What word did you say?
Titular.
Okay.
It means the title character.
Case wrote the
figured.
questions. I didn't want to say it. And he goes, no, it means the title role. And I go, I'll say it.
It's not a bad word.
It sounds like it.
Titular is not lewd.
It's just a word no one knows.
And Kara also almost said the effing palace just a second ago.
All right, well, Kara can pitch a shutout here. 4-0 back to her.
Kara, who played the Godfather in the movie The Godfather? What was the actor's name?
It's the guy that talks like this. Like,
Wait, how's that again?
I'm a Godfather. I can't think of the guy's name.
Not the Godfather, but a Godfather.
Yeah. Also, he never says that in the movie.
I'm the Godfather. That's right. I'm gonna kill you all.
It was close with the voice, at least.
Yeah.
But I can't think of that guy's name.
Oh, that's too bad. Do you know Doug?
Well, Al Pacino was the Godfather after the original. In the second one, I don't know the original, though.
Yeah, the original Godfather was Marlon Brando.
Oh, yes.
Who said, I'm a Godfather. He famously said in that movie. Let's see here. So it's 4-0.
And we're going to go back to Doug. We're going to see if Doug can get a point here.
Doug, what is the only active MLB stadium older than Wrigley Field?
That would be Fenway Park.
Fenway Park. Doug's on the board.
There you
go. Let's see. Back to Kara. Kara, what breed of dog is McGruff, the crime dog?
I'm going to guess a mutt, because I honestly don't know.
He's a bloodhound.
Well, I was going to go to Doug.
Oh, damn. Doug, you didn't know that, though.
Ask him now. He'll get it right.
Doug, what kind of breed is McGruff, the crime dog?
A bloodhound.
There you go.
Doug's got a point.
Doug's got 2. It's back to him.
Doug, what time zone is Oklahoma located in?
Eastern?
It's not the Eastern. Kara for the win.
I'm going to say mountain.
No.
Oh,
It'd be
sorry.
just like Chicago, the Central
really?
Time Zone.
They're so far over.
Yeah.
All right, back to Kara. She can win with the correct answer.
Kara, what crop failure caused the Irish famine? What crop?
What crop or crop fail? The name of the crop?
Well, it was the failure. What was the name of the crop that was the crop failure in the Irish famine?
Ireland. Was it hops?
Hops?
Beer? I don't know.
Oh, my God, Kara.
Oh, my
Sorry.
goodness. Doug, do you know?
Wheat?
No. It's called the Great Irish Potato Famine.
Oh, I didn't know.
Potatoes. Well, yeah, you didn't know. Let's see. Back to Doug.
Back to Doug.
We may have to make a next one wins on this one.
Yeah, sorry.
Doug, in NASCAR, what number did Dale Earnhardt Jr. use? Or I'm sorry, Dale Earnhardt use, not
Senior.
Junior.
Senior.
Dale Earnhardt Sr. use.
5.
Nope. Kara?
7.
Nope.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
That's 3. Rest in peace.
Yes, gone
sorry.
too soon, doing laps in heaven.
Yeah.
4-2, back to Kara.
Just ask an easy question, will you?
Kara for the win? Okay. Kara, who released the albums At Folsom Prison and At San Quentin? Those albums.
I don't know.
At Folsom Prison.
Limp Bizkit.
Doug, do you know? Oh, boy.
No, I do not.
That'd be Johnny
yeah.
Cash. Johnny Cash. Next one wins.
Please.
Yes. Please. We're out of our misery.
Is it back to Doug?
It is.
Doug, what Shakespeare play asks to be or not to be?
He doesn't know this.
I do.
Doug, do you know it?
The name of the play, no, I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
no.
Kara, do you know?
Isn't it Romeo and Juliet?
No, that'd be Hamlet.
Oh, my God.
We're going to flip a coin. Doug, call heads or tails?
Tails.
It's tails. Doug gets it. What a comeback.
Oh, man.
Congratulations, Doug. You're going to see the Gaslight Anthem.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, yeah.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up at 7:45, just about 6-7 minutes away, we're going to talk about a guy that got into a high-speed chase with the police. And when they pulled him over, this is when things really went bad. First off, don't run from the police. Bad. Very bad. Don't do that. But when this guy got finally pulled over, it's what he said to the police that's going to make you go, holy crap, what a moron. And we'll get to that coming up here at 7:45. In the meantime, it is Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is National Viagra Day. One possible side effect of Viagra is hearing loss. Some married guys consider it a win-win. Not only National Viagra Day, it's also International Whiskey Day, which is basically like saying it's National Batman Day and International Joker Day. Fergie turns 49 today. You can hear all about how she's doing in her new single, My Spanx. Megan Fox says she got plastic surgery because unlike Megan Fox, plastic surgery works. And betting on March Madness is expected to reach $2.7 billion this year. And that's just by Shohei Ohtani's interpreter. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.